Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia. Uh, Quick update on the Kyiv front, and I know some of you guys might be wondering where is the summary for the day of 27. I did not create a video for the summary for day 27 because I was busy, and it was already like past noon, and we decided that might as well just do it together with day 28 because there isn't really much happened on day 27, and but the coverage of the two quick update kind of like covered like 80% of it, so I decided to just do the summary together. And who knows, day 28 is just as quiet, and it was rather boring. Not sure it's a good thing or a bad thing. And so anyway, interestingly, I just want to there's this rumor is going around, going viral. The pro-Ukrainian crowds are extremely excited. The Bucha city council claimed that the Russian forces are now encircled in Irpin, Bucha and Hostomel. That means Irpin, Bucha, Hostomel, they claim that these three towns that the Russian forces are around here are encircled by the Ukrainians. You must know what I'm thinking, right? How can it be possible, right? So I'm gonna talk about something that I totally did not talk about previously. Was this? So there is actually a dam here. So there's this dam here that the Ukrainians blew up right at the beginning of the war. I think within the first 1 or 2 days, they blow it up, and then they flooded this entire farm zone, or I'm not even sure what kind of zone is this, where the river Irpin flows. So you can see this entire area is usually flooded, probably for irrigation purposes or what, or maybe power generation. So the river just becomes so tiny. And the rationale given was that this small little river, you can see, is just this size, just around the width of a road, can be actually crossed easily with pontoon bridges of the Russian military. So in order to prevent the quick advance south, they decided to flood this entire zone. So you can actually see, let me see, how can you see it? You can see this entire area here all the way down. This is the river, and this entire river area is now flooded, so that this river will become much wider, and it's not possible for any pontoon bridges to work out. And I actually have the photo. So I show you a before and after. Oh no, I just showed it after. So now you see this is a satellite image of the flooded zone. You can see how big this flooding is. And if you're not sure where is this place, let me show you. This area, this two is this two. Can you tell? Can you tell? And then this area of Demidov is now surrounded by a massive river that it goes through around it, and then it becomes an island, and then the river just flood the entire floodplains around here. And this is to prevent quick advance of the Russian military. And as such, you can also see that there isn't a lot of defense points around here, because a single defense point at Demidov basically blocks out the entire pathway around here because of the flooding. Kind of actually helps the Russians to actually defend this point. And eventually it did not matter, because the Russians managed to go around from the outside, and they actually still are positioned in Bucha. So under that circumstances, where you can imagine this entire area is heavily flooded, how is the Ukrainians actually going to encircle such a big area? Do they even have the force to actually encircle? Remember, yesterday or the day before yesterday, we reported that the bridge here is blown up, and Russians have never claimed to have captured Irpin. So Irpin is actually still under kind of Ukrainian control, and this bridge is also blown up. So Ukrainian forces can't really bring in armor easily, at least easily to reinforce Irpin now, and then so we look at other routes. So we had at Horinichi, the Russian forces is positioned here, and I'm quite sure they're gonna block out this road. So there is actually no road to come out to go to do any encirclement unless they wipe out the forces here at Horinichi. And if you go northward, this entire area is flooded, so there is no path for them to even move from here to actually go over to the other side. So they have to go all the way up to Demidov. And am I supposed to believe that they are able to capture Demidov with this flooded area, massive flooded area, and there's only one little bridge, and this another little dammed bridge which is already broken. So I don't think there's a road pass. Do you think they are able to do an encirclement to go around this road down to actually encircle Hostomel? I don't think it is tactically doable. It does not make sense. So after that, I saw a picture, a tweet of what the encirclement looks like. So let me show you. Ta-da! So this is the pocket that they are talking about, that this particular guy thinks is the encirclement. So this makes no sense because the encirclement is supposedly only Hostomel, Bucha, and Irpin. If you're gonna encircle this big, this is not an encirclement, because then I might as well just say that Belarus, Russia, and Crimea, this is an encirclement, and then Ukrainian forces are now surrendering because they are encircled by Russia. It makes no sense because it might as well go much bigger, right? So no, I don't think so. And if your forces is going around here, this is just a front. This is not an encirclement. This is a fighting front, and so I call this fake news. This is another one of those false information that comes out from the Ukrainian side that makes no sense, but it just makes the Ukrainian supporters really happy, thinking that there is really a great progress on the Ukrainian side. I do not think this is credible at all. This is tactically not doable. It's just not possible, because this entire area is just battle zones. They have been fighting over here for like the past 4 weeks. Yes, we are coming to 4 weeks. It's a month. Can you believe it? This war has been fighting for a month now, and this has been fighting for at least most of the 3 weeks. And am I supposed to believe that it's now able to cross and do a encirclement? I seriously doubt that would be the case. So so if it's going to be the wider one, I don't think the Ukrainians actually have the kind of forces to actually do it. And not to mention that if you face up all the different fronts, there is not an encirclement. There's just a front line. So it's an awkward kind of situation. But I thought that I should address, because I'm sure some of you very pro-Ukrainian or very anti-Russian one will start to say, hey, DPA, you are pro-Russian bot because you don't talk about the great military success the Ukrainians have over at Bucha and everything. Yeah, this is the kind of scenario that I'm looking at, and I find it really hard to believe that they actually did it. If they do, good for them, but I don't really think so. I think this is a bit. You remember how hard it was for the Russians to even fight all the way to Bucha. They were struggling to actually even secure Hostomel at the first place. And then they were fighting very hard for Bucha. They lost it, took it, lost it, took it, like for multiple times. They exchanged hands Bucha for many times. So now the information is that Irpin, Bucha and Hostomel is surrounded. You know how big is this place? Just by this distance is 11 kilometers. And if you plus Irpin is 15 kilometers. Can you imagine this entire encirclement? What is the circumference like? I don't think so. I don't think that's basically encircling entire of Kyiv. Almost. So I seriously doubt this is real news. And I just want to talk about this. So this is just an announcement. This hardly any better news. This not progress. Basically, this nothing. So I just want to highlight this in case people start asking me, this kind of silly questions. And yeah, this is the Kyiv non-update, quick non-update, which is the update that has no update. And I'll see you in the next update, real update, like real one, yeah, with updates.